Welcome guys to my channel. So in today's video we are going to learn what is load and power system, what is base load, what is peak load, and also we are going to discuss the terms load factor and diversity factor. So basically, what is load? Load in power system is the amount of electricity drawn or used by all the components, for example motors, machines, etc. Or we can take an example of our household. Like in a household, we use electrical appliances like TV, refrigerator, washing machine, AC, and heater, etc. So this is nothing but domestic type of load. So what is base load? You can see in this diagram, it is a graph of base load, and we can say this is a load curve. And on x-axis it is time in hours versus load in kilowatt or megawatt. So this blue line indicates the base load, which is the continuous load or which is fixed load, we can say. So as we know, in a home, appliances do not run at all the times. Like a toaster or an oven may be used for few minutes, or we can say a TV or a computer may be used for few hours. Or also we can say the lighting in the house is only required during the evening and so on. So there are several appliances which keep running at all the times, no matter what. So example of that appliance that keeps on running all the time is refrigerator. So refrigerator has to be plugged in all the times. Okay, so base load is the minimum level of electricity demand required over a period of 24 hours. It is needed to provide power to the components that keep running at all the times. Also, we can say it is a continuous type of load. So refrigerator is an example of base load. You can see in this below diagram also, there are two curves that referred to as winter, and the second one is summer. You can see the variation in the curve is too much different in summer season and in winter season. So the peak demand in winter season is much different from the summer season. The duration of the peak curve in summer is much more than that of the winter. So in winter, the timing of the peak demand is different, and in summer there is much more greater demand of peak load. Okay, so next we will see what is load factor. Load factor is defined as the ratio of average load to the maximum demand for a given period of time. So, okay, load factor is generally calculated on daily basis, monthly basis, or yearly basis. As maximum demand is always more than the average load, therefore the load factor will always be less than 1. You can see in this chart, on daily basis, the load factor will be total kilowatt hour through 24 hours divided by peak load in kilowatt into 24 hours, because it is for daily basis. For monthly basis, the time will be 24 hours into 30 days for a month, and for annual basis it will be 24 hours. So and there are 365 days, so 365 into 24 hours, so it will be 8760 hours. Here is a practical example of to calculate the monthly load factor. We are going to calculate here the load factor depending upon the month. So let the total kilowatt hour be 36. Here the 0 is extra, so just take 36,000 kilowatt hour. The demand is 100 kilowatt. The number of days is equal to 30 days because it is 1 month, and hours per day is 24 hours. So monthly load factor can be calculated as the average load, that is 36,000 divided by maximum demand. So maximum demand is 100 into the number of days, that is for 1 month is 30 days, into number of hours per day, that is 24, which is equal to 0.50. So the load factor is always less than 1. Load factor we can say is equal to average load into T hours divided by maximum demand into T hours. So we can say average load can be said as unit generated in T hours divided by maximum demand into T. T means time in hours. Thus a higher value of load factor means less maximum demand. So next is diversity factor. So diversity factor is the ratio of sum of maximum demand of individual load to the simultaneous maximum demand of the system. Here we have taken an example. So there are many types of load, like domestic load consists of lights, fans, refrigerator, heater, television, AC, etc. So the maximum demand of residential loads or domestic loads occur typically during the evening time. Next is commercial load, consists of lighting of shops, electrical appliances. So the consumption of commercial load is during evening as well as in the daytime. Industrial load consists of heavy industrial machinery, so it varies during the different time of the day. And municipal load consists of street lighting system, water pumping system, etc. So the consumption of these load is not also consistent throughout the 24 hours. So now we understand that the maximum demand of the load connected to the substation do not coincide. We have taken an example over here that the industrial load is 1500 kilowatt, domestic load is 100 kilowatt, municipal load is equal to 50 kilowatt, and the maximum demand for power transfer is 1000 kilowatt. So what is diversity factor? It is the sum of maximum demand of individual load. So this different loads, 1500 plus 100 plus 50 divided by maximum demand of the system, that is 1000 kilowatt, which is equal to 1.65. So the diversity factor is always greater than 1. Also I have taken a second example for diversity factor. So this is consider electrical substation as X, and over here A, B, C, D, E are the downstream substation connected to the substation X. The maximum demand of this substation is A megawatts, over here A megawatts, B megawatts, C megawatts, D and E megawatts respectively. So what happens? The simultaneous maximum demand of X substation is, consider it as X only, okay? So diversity factor is equal to sum of maximum demand of individual load to the simultaneous maximum demand of the system. So it will be A plus B plus C plus D up plus E divided by X, which is greater than 1. So in this video I have explained you about what is load basically, what is peak load, what is base load, and also have explained diversity factor and load factor. So this is all for today's video. I would like to thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe my channel and also click on the bell icon. Thank you.